Hi, I'm Libra. Happy early birthday to those of you celebrating September. Welcome to your Astrology 33 love reading for September 2020. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. As far as personal readings go, I'm actually going to be taking a bit of a break from those, probably for at least the next month. But if I do change my mind, I'll make an update in the community section of the channel. As far as what we have in front of us, this is what I call the bridging the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards with some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And keep in mind it is a general reading, so as I'm going through it, I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, but if you feel more like this represents the other person's energy, the cards on this side represent your energy, then definitely trust that as well. All right, so getting started with the past energy on your side, we have the Four of Arrows. So this is actually Libra energy right here, and naturally this comes after the Three of Swords, right? So this can be saying that you might have been healing from a previous connection when you met this person. It's even possible that, well, I feel like this is less likely, but I will say for some of you, given that we do see the two people in the bed together there, that maybe this even started out as a rebound situation for you. You know, maybe you just gotten out of a connection, met this person around that time, and then, you know, you guys kind of hit it off in that regard. But yeah, it looks like you were definitely going through a healing process in the past when you met this person. For the majority of you, I feel like that's what it is. I don't necessarily feel like you were going through a healing process with this person. I feel like this was most likely a connection separate from them. But that's what I'm seeing there. Past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords, which is also Libra energy. And we have the Knave of Wands, which is the equivalent to the Page of Wands. So fiery energy there. Again, I can see that same thing where, like I said, especially looking at the artwork here, it looks like she's looking at someone, like a picture of someone off in the distance, right? So could just be saying that you might have this person that you split from. This person might have come along right around that time as you might have just separated from this other person, and you guys might have hit it off. Like I said, I'm picking up on probably there might have been, at the very least, a sexual attraction right away, even if you guys didn't necessarily act on it. But that's what I'm seeing there. Pretty passionate connection. Trying to see if anything else comes to mind with these cards here. And I mean, for some, it could be how they might have viewed you as well. That, you might have seemed a bit detached. The reason I said that is, if we just look at the way she's like staring at that person there, it makes me feel like that's not someone physically in the picture, so they might have felt like, all right, you might have had your thoughts elsewhere, but I feel like they might have still acted on the connection anyway with you guys. So I do feel like in this situation, they were probably the aggressor. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is actually Scorpio energy here and represents a lot of confusion. Again, it could be maybe that same person from your past that you might have split from, but it seems like you still have someone on your mind. But I feel like they're not physically in the picture, because if we see there, it looks like she's present, and this almost looks like a faded picture kind of. So I feel like this is someone that's not physically in the picture, but clearly they're still on your mind. So this could just be saying you have a lot of options, but really you can't seem to move past the connection with this person. For some of you, it can be this person, but I'm feeling like for a lot of you, it's just someone from your past that maybe memories of this person keep coming up, and you might, question, could things come together with that person or not? But yeah, for some of you as well, if it did come off where maybe this was, let's just say hypothetically like a one-night stand situation, right? Then it could be saying that it's that person you might still be thinking of as well. But that's what I see there. It looks like there's definitely some physical distance between you and this person. And like I said, some confusion around what decisions to make. Now, given that this is Scorpio energy for you too, could just be saying that maybe you have a lot going on in your lives as far as finances go, so that might make it a little bit harder for you to focus on relationships also. And then keep in mind that we're going to have that full moon in Pisces early in the month too, so this kind of gives me that Pisces vibe too. So it could just be saying that maybe once that full moon hits, you guys might start to get a little bit more clarity once that energy passes. And I think Mercury will get in your sign around that time too, maybe a couple days after that full moon. So could just be pointing to that as well. The fact that you guys have, Mercury moving through your 12th house. The sun just got there as well, so that could definitely add to that bit of dreamy, confusing vibe that you might be experiencing right now. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Knave of Pentacles. So at the very least, this does to me, I still get that vibe from this person of like passion, so maybe passion toward you. Because, even though this is the Knave of Pentacles, so we think of like that Page of Pentacles as a more practical energy, it looks like, you see all the cup energy in there too. So I feel like there's definitely some passion on their side. This could actually represent them coming forward and maybe presenting something a little more tangible than before. So like I said in the past, maybe if this was just more of a sexual connection between the two of you, this could be them coming forward and expressing interest in something more than that. And maybe that even could be what's causing you guys the confusion, right? Because if you're not fully over that past person, then this person comes along now trying to say, hey, what do you think of us getting into something more serious? You might be like, yeah, I don't know about that, right? Because you still feel like you haven't quite gotten over that other person. So that's how I see that could be playing out for some of you. In the future position, a lot of cards came up, but let's see what we get here. We have 10 of Cups, so Pisces energy there. Princess of Cups, which is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. King of Arrows, which is Aquarius energy. And Contemplation, which is Virgo energy. So it seems like a really weird range of cards, but I'm actually kind of getting a clear picture here. So at least for the first scenario we'll go over, this one kind of came to me right away. What I'm seeing here is, you're thinking, you're seeing the potential. Okay, yes, this could totally be a great connection, right? Yeah, I'm going to tell them how I feel, right? With that Princess of Cups energy, I'm just going to come forward, let them know that the feelings are reciprocated, right? And then somewhere along the line, you get trapped in your head with that King of Arrows. So you might try to totally detach from the emotion of it, right? You might be like, all right, emotionally, I'm totally in, right? I'm 100% in. And then you might start to try to think of it from a strictly logical standpoint, right? So you might take a little time after you get through the emotions, like, okay, what do I want to do here? And then kind of just talk yourselves out of it and just get totally stuck in your heads. This is, I forgot if I said it already, but this is actually the equivalent of the Hermit, which is the major arcana card for Virgo. And for you guys, that's your 12th house. And I did just mention, naturally you guys aren't going to have Mercury moving through there for too much longer. It's going to be in your sign pretty early on, but obviously the sun will be moving to your 12th house for the first few weeks of September. So it could just be one of those things where, you're totally in 1 minute, then, you start to overthink it, and then you're like, I don't know, let me give it some more time. So that's what I feel like is going to happen there. A bit of a circular thing. So I don't know. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. Well, let me see if there's anything else that comes to mind with that too. Like that storyline just jumped out to me right away, but yeah, I mean, really, that's the main thing that comes out to me with that. Yeah, I mean, for the majority of you, and for very few of you, it can also be that thing again as well, where, like I said, maybe finances are more of a focus for you guys, so could be a work situation that you have going on too, given that we see the Pisces and the Virgo energy there, so that might be what's at play too. So maybe just the finances aren't right where you want them to be at this time, so like, I don't know if I could really do that and also have a relationship, so that could be what it is too. Future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So in traditional tarot, the Seven of Swords is usually definitely seen as a negative thing, and rightfully so. But it's Aquarius energy for one, so we do see more Aquarius energy and some Aquarius energy on your side as well. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, certainly a possibility. But what I'm seeing with these two cards primarily is this could just be saying, again, I feel that Ace of Pentacles energy, we saw the Knave of Pentacles energy, right? So I feel like this is them that's still their goal, I feel like, to actually have something a bit more stable, more committed with you guys. But I feel like that could be where the disconnect is because, like I said, I see where you guys are kind of psyching yourselves out. So this could even just be saying that you might still continue the sexual connection with them, but anything more than that, you might not really be ready for that. So that could be where the disconnect is there. Here it's not so much about deception, but more of a disconnect where you guys are still trying to work your energies out together. So it could just be one of those things where they want one thing out of the connection, you want another thing, and seeing if you can meet in the middle. It always stands out to me with this card too how there's the horse out the window, so that makes me think of like a knight energy, right? So like you're ready to just get up and go. So I feel like that's really what it is. It seems like this person appears to be more interested in something committed versus your energy right now. And it really could be vice versa in this reading in particular, just because, I mean, we see Libra energy on both sides here. And at the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So more Libra energy here, too. So for some of you, you might find that this is your energy and you guys are the ones who want something a bit more committed, and there's someone you're dealing with who's non-committal. But either way, that's the vibe them picking up on. Whoever's energies represent on the right seems to be more into it than this person. And like I said, I feel like the issue with the energy on this side is someone's not quite over their past. So could have been one of those things with that Four of Arrows where you guys were in the midst of healing, but you might have come across this person and then that might have interrupted the healing process for you, so you never like quite fully healed. So it could have just been like a bad timing thing. Maybe you guys met during one of the retrogrades, whether the Venus retrograde or the Mercury retrograde we had not too long ago. Maybe what's at play there. But yeah, with the Three of Swords energy, could just be representing their disappointment. Like I said, it seems like you guys are kind of all in for a minute and then you seem to overthink it and withdraw. And obviously, it looks like this person's more into it. So that's why I feel like they're getting that Three of Swords energy there. The bottom of the deck on your side, we have Innocence, which is actually the equivalent of the Fool card. And, more than anything, what this stands out as for me here is saying that I don't feel like there's any malicious intent on your side as far as, I don't think you're like purposely playing with this person or anything. Like I said, I feel like it's more like you didn't fully heal from the situation you were in and this person came along. And likewise, like I said, if you feel like this was your energy and that's the other person, same there. I don't see malicious intent on this person's side. I feel more like they didn't fully get over a previous connection, and I feel like there is a lot of interest there, and they get partially there and then withdraw. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. But yeah, let's see what we get from the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm going to be looking for is just some jumpers. So first I'll see if we have any unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And after shuffling for a while, if nothing comes up, I'll just take that as a sign to move on to the next deck, since it's just a general reading. Alright, so we'll see if we get anything. Okay, nothing coming up there, so next we'll see if we get any unspoken messages from them to you. Okay, it seems like nothing's coming up there either, but I'll give it a couple more shuffles. Alright, so yeah, next we'll move on to Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So same situation here, I did pre-shuffle this deck, but we're just going to look for one card here with general advice and we'll wrap up. All right, nothing coming up here either, so after a few more shuffles, if nothing comes up, oh, there we go. All right, so you guys got a change in the wind. There's the artwork, and the number's 12. Let's see if we get that. Speaking of a change in the wind, you guys are actually going to have Mars go retrograde in your opposite sign this month, well, in September, I should say, as well. So that could add to possibly some confusion for you guys around your relationships, but we'll see what it says. A sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. So yeah, that paragraph definitely makes me think of the Seven of Cups energy that we see you guys in the present, and then also, like I was saying, with that future energy where it seems like you're all in, and then you really start to overthink things, and then you kind of withdraw a bit. So hopefully this resonates for you guys where the main spread resonated as well. But Oracle's message says it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. So definitely an interesting message there. And like I said, definitely thinking about that Seven of Cups energy as I'm reading through that, and the future energy where it looks like you guys are really overthinking things, where you're kind of all in and you, I don't know, I'm not sure, withdraw. So hopefully that resonated. Then the relationship message says relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to truly be happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So hopefully that resonates with you guys. And I mean, at the very least, maybe that's just saying that this is more of a temporary thing, because like I said, I did feel like on your energy, it seems like you're not as into it as far as it becoming something more serious, whereas this person is. So maybe that's saying eventually maybe you guys will meet down the middle somewhere, or you might, after some time passes, decide that you're more interested as well. But overall, hopefully that resonated with you guys. Once again, happy early birthday to those of you celebrating September. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.